KBEAR 92.3, Wild Country, getting you ready for the 4th of July, and it's an annual tradition around these parts. You go out to Melham Park and enjoy the fireworks from the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department. And Zeke Atchison joins me this morning with the fire department. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We appreciate your crew helping us out a few weeks ago as some of your fellow firefighters helped us out at the 10th anniversary and grilled some burgers. And that was a fun time. We really appreciate the help.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. We'll help as much as we can around our community.
You definitely do.
Our biggest things we like to do.
Yeah, you get out and about and do a lot of things over the course of 12 months, but it seems like none's bigger than the 4th of July for the annual fireworks display. Tell me a little bit about what's going to be happening on Thursday.
Thursday morning, a couple of us will head down and go get them. Loose fireworks. It's out of South Dakota. They give us the fireworks, or we buy them from them, I guess. And then they bring them down here to a company that we have to go pick them up from Thursday morning. So we'll be leaving here around 6:30 in the morning to go pick them up, and then we'll come back. Then Thursday afternoon, we will start setting them up on our trailer, and then we'll set them off that night when sunset comes.
Very good. Right about 10 o'clock or so is usually about the time that gets started. What kind of crew does it take to set up the display?
It takes quite a few of us to, a couple of us to go get them. Usually 3 or 4 guys to clean out the mortar trailer. They have to clean out all the tubes, get all the last year's mortars out. If there's any water in them, try and get that dumped out. Just clean off the trailer, make it look nice a little bit. So usually, once we start setting up, we've got a crew of guys that'll open the boxes, and then there's I think around 25 to 50 in each box, kind of somewhere in that range. But each one has plastic wrap around it, so you got to take that plastic wrap off. And so that will take a couple guys doing that. And then we kind of get a chain line down the tables. And one guy will cut the fuse off of it because we don't use the fuse. And then we have a wire that will get stuck in where we cut the fuse. And then we tape that up. And then it goes down to the next guy, and he, one guy puts the wire in, the next guy tapes it up, and then it will be handed off to a couple more guys that will walk around the trailer. And we either have got 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, and 6-inch shells that we put in those tubes. And once those are full, then we're pretty much done with the trailer. Well, for the most part, with just the shells.
Yeah.
And then once those are all in, we kind of get the wires all in line, and we all have a electronic system that we can put up to 30 shells on, and we have 14 or 15 of those monitors that we place around the trailer, and each one is keyed from 1 to, usually I think we put at least, I think 8 or 9 on the trailer. And then when we do the ground display, we usually use at least 2 or 3 on the ground display. But then we have a little control box in our hands that each box will be numbered, so we know where each display is at. So then we can just mark on that monitor, and we just click back and forth. And then once all of those wires are plugged into the monitor, we can turn that monitor on and our monitor on. And to test it, we just hit the test button, and all the lights will show up green. If they don't show up green, then we have to go trace that wire and figure out why it's not working. And wiggle the wire sometimes, and sometimes it just clicks right on, and just got to wiggle them a little bit.
Sounds like it's quite the process. I don't know that a lot of people realize, because it's not like just dropping an artillery shell and lighting it with a punk or something like that.
Yeah.
You almost need to be an electrical technician, it sounds like.
Just a little bit, because
Yeah.
that fuse, where it's just electronic, it has to be in the other fuse just right.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, it won't light that firework off.
Yeah. Where do the how do you determine what fireworks are going to be set off, what the display is going to look like?
We just kind of randomly just pick numbers. We just start when we do our test. It's just one of our big 6-inch ones that'll go up, so we kind of see what it is.
Is it fun to unbox those and see what you have? And it's like, oh, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be so fun.
Yeah, to an extent.
To an extent. So what's the best advice for folks wanting to come out Thursday night and watch the fireworks display? Where do they need to be, or what's the safest thing for them to do and the most enjoyable?
Just come out and watch.
Yeah.
We've got our setbacks that they have to be back, so we'll make sure everybody stays behind them. While we're up there, the bathrooms up there by the pond will be open for everybody, but as soon as we get ready to start, we will shut everybody down. Just come out and watch them. I mean, come out and support us. I mean, we try and do this every year for everybody, and so.
We're glad you do. Zeke Atchison with Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department joins us. We're talking about Thursday night's fireworks display at Melham Park here in Broken Bow. In the past years, the fire department has sold fireworks to kind of help support this. You don't do that anymore. If folks want to contribute and help this, do you take donations through the fire department?
Oh, yes. We will take any kind of donations you guys would be willing to send to us. You can just send them straight out to the fire department. If you happen to see one of us firemen, go ahead and give it to one of us. We'll gladly take it. We gladly appreciate everybody who does. Thanks to everybody who does do that. Also, go out to those stands here in town and support those guys, because it takes a lot for those guys to come out and do what they do for this community.
Any other advice you give to folks as they set off their own fireworks this time of year?
Be safe, guys. All it takes is one little incident, and you got to live with it for the rest of your life. So
I like
just
that.
Be safe.
That's good. Zeke, thanks so much. Appreciate you dropping by to talk fireworks with us this morning on KBEAR. Looking forward to the display. And as Zeke mentioned, or I don't know if we mentioned, we are going to have a patriotic soundtrack on the radio. Yep. We started doing that last year, and we appreciate the chance to partner with you. But as you come out to Melham Park and you got your blanket out or your chairs and you're enjoying the fireworks, make sure your radio is set to 92.3, as we'll have a special patriotic selection ready to go as those big fireworks hit the sky. Thank you so much, Zeke. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
With the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department this morning on KBEAR 92.3 Wild Country.